Premier League, Group Stage, Round of 32.
Let's make it simple. I'll always get one, and then you get the other. Sound like a deal?
Go for it.
All right, upper right-hand corner, Infinity Gaming. We have the green Protoss.
Lucien,
And formerly off the top left-hand corner, but now doing what Terrans do on Habitation and flying his way down to that gold base. Teamless, but from the EU somewhere. It's our Red Terran player, noobpride.
noobpride.
All right, well, while we're looking at this, you're absolutely right. That noobpride, you lifted off immediately. You called it before the game even started. And it is a very big habit here on this map, because if you can lock that base down before a Protoss, or Zerg, usually it's a Zerg, runs in and demolishes it, you get a huge economic advantage here right from the get-go.
You do. He's going to scout with the probe, and that's probably for the best. He scouted after Gateway, which means that already we're seeing noobpride's going to have that potential economic advantage up and established. If he gets the wall off, it's going to be incredibly difficult for Lucien to do anything.
Do you think he's going to move up into the gold first, or do you think he'll go right over to the main?
What's his vision? He's seen it, but how quickly does he react?
Oh, you're right. I'm checking his vision now.
He's seen it. He's got to pull probes. He has to pull probes. What's he doing? What is he doing?
Oh, yeah, he saw it as soon as he hit the watchtower. No kidding. But he's actually going all the way in the corner. I think he's just wanting to put a pylon down there. But did he really not catch that?
No, he's seen it. I think he's seen it, but... Well, he must have seen it, surely, but I think his reaction is going to be to possibly go for a proxy. And going for a proxy in this situation, that's not what you want. You don't want to be going for a proxy, I would guess, Oracle, based on the gases, because you can't do anything with it. You turn up, and the Terrans got 3 or 4 barracks, but way earlier than normal. They just have the Marines to defend.
Now, here's the alternative that I'm thinking about is, let's say Lucien did see it. Okay? And so he's deciding, instead of letting the Terran know, oh my goodness, I know exactly what you're doing, and have him bunker up, I'm going to let you go, not let you get that bunker. And I'm going to go ahead and do a build that I think can tear down that wall. Try to play more coy. That's the only thing I can think of in this situation that would be a reason not to react and try and go up that ramp, is he already knows what's going to be sitting there. What do you think?
I think that if you pull workers, you can stop this before it gets too strong. If you don't pull workers, I haven't seen this lose a game when someone hasn't pulled workers. I've not seen this build fail as a Terran.
Well, the first Marine's about to come in, and the Stalker's out one-on-one. That's going to be the end of the Marine.
Well, this isn't how you're supposed to attack with it. It's the thing. You're supposed to turn up with 5 Marines at once and just go...
and they bunker just go. Up.
Yeah.
Bunkers,
win.
Oh, I thought he was going to get that one. Let's see if he kites this. Okay. Yeah. So you got another Stalker coming out? No.
No.
What is he
he's
going
making an
for?
Oracle. He's trying to get that Oracle up, and if it works, then it's gravy, but it shouldn't work.
Some great kiting here from noobpride. He needs to pull workers.
He absolutely does. He needs to have pulled workers a long time ago, at about the minute 30 mark.
He's pulling away. Oh, no.
No.
He's going to have another Stalker out here in a couple seconds. Save most of his workers.
I think this is much, much too late. The Oracle's coming in at a reasonable time for an Oracle to be coming in, but even with the damage it's going to deal here, and killing off mules, killing off SCVs, as Oracles do so well, there's a bunch of Marines. What does Lucien have back at home that can defend this? He's got a Mothership Core with no energy, and he's got workers. Mothership Core's going to die.
Those probes are not assisting. Why is he not There we go. I think he can clean up these Marines. They're soft. The kiting is excellent.
It's good micro out of our Terran player, but probes aren't that great. At the end of the day, we're not going to see probes really ever beat Marines in this kind of fight, and all the time you see the probes fighting them. This is... it's just... it's so difficult to deal with this if you don't basically pull workers. I think pulling workers isn't always a win, but it usually is if you react quickly, if you scout at a good time. And what we've got here is we've got Lucien clinging on to dear life. He's got half the workers of his opponent and no mules to carry him back into the game as noobpride has after those losses to the Oracle. He's going to hold maybe, but not for long. And
no, they're just going to keep streaming.
There's no units left. There's an Oracle with no energy and 6 probes.
Yeah.
Warp gate's nearly finished. That's something.
There you go. GG. You were, yeah, which, I'm telling you, I'm partial to this guy because, I don't know, I've cast him so many times on my YouTube channel. But our green Protoss player from Infinity Gaming.
Lucien.
And his opponent, keeping his command center in his base for the time being. In blue, in the bottom left, it's our Terran player, noobpride.
Noobpride.
I think this all looks pretty standard for now. I'm just watching and waiting.
Yep.
I suspect these Terrans.
Didn't get you on that 10-second thing again, did we?
I was not sure. I have to be honest. I think that it's meant to be we go into the game and then wait 10 seconds, and then we do the intro, and then we wait 15 seconds, and then we do the second intro, and then we go, because that's what it was yesterday. But I'm not completely sure if that's actually the case. But I'm sure we'll have it explained to us in the break between this series and the next.
Hopefully Saber will say something. I was trying to just do it exactly the way he was mentioning earlier. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was possibly different to yesterday. I'm not completely sure either. Either way.
Here we are. Overgrowth. Now, here's the thing that's my question for you. Okay, now, what's your main race?
My main race is Protoss.
Okay, so from a Protoss, because that's exactly what I want to talk about. Why would you pick this map? Now, let's say you're playing a Terran. What's a good, strong way to play a Terran player? Blink Stalkers is a good one. It's not bad, but this map basically inhibits that ability.
Inhibits, yeah. It doesn't prevent it. It's definitely possible, but this is one of the ladder maps that they kind of put in after Blink was too strong. So this one felt like the bit of the consolation prize. Blink can work, but not always. It's
I just
risky
feel you have
to go
such
for
a one spot. And if the Terran's at all wise to it, they're going to have something sitting right there on that cliff, and that's the only place you're going to be coming in.
And on the note of sitting right there near that cliff, factory going down for noobpride right near Lucien's base. Yesterday, we saw some very, very interesting, effectively proxy factory widow mines, where the Terran would build the factory on the low ground, fly it into the high ground, and then launch widows into the mineral line directly. It was strong stuff, and this scouting worker did not catch it.
Yeah, I was watching. I'm like, are you going to see it? Are you going to see it? No. Oh, man, this could be a nightmare. Lucien isn't somebody that I'm used to seeing go with a fast factory. And I was going to say, okay, yeah, third gate. He's not, and what's that going to do? Well, there's no forge. Let's say he goes into those widow mines that I'm kind of expecting you to be absolutely right about. Oh, is that going to be spotted? God, it's going to be so close.
I think that is going to be spotted, you know. I think he's going to see that. The gateway isn't finished building, but when he moves the stalker out, this second stalker, he's going to catch sight of it when he does that.
I'm holding on Lucien's vision here. No, it's not spotted.
Well, he's gone till the gate finishes. Really, really, you have to scout around this time in the game, around the 4:30 to 5-minute mark, just to make absolutely sure that this sort of thing isn't going down. Lucien's mounting his own attack. He's got a pylon down on the map, but what he's doing is basically... There we go. This is cheeky. He needs to be right on point as well. If he's not watching this, he might not catch the widow before it goes out. Here it comes. And Ascended's lagging out. So we will have to wait for a brief moment until the widow mine. There we go, there we go. He's not paying attention. Oh, okay, he's got it now. Ascended, are you back? He's not back. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? He gets the widow mine. Great catch by Lucien. Fantastic stuff. Back factory has to go away. That was really, really quick, actually. Nice stuff there. And that means that these stalkers across the map, they are basically unimpeded. You back, Ascended? Ah,
I don't
great.
know why it got dropped. It disconnected me from the internet there for a solid 20 seconds. I'm not sure why. But, yep, I'm back now. So...
Well, you could see the game, right?
yeah, I didn't miss anything. I saw it was a failed Widow Mine. It got killed. And then he lifted off the factory.
This push at the front is so good as well. Lucien can just walk up the ramp. He's going to be sniping away at SCVs. Yeah, he's going to be sniping away at SCVs. He's going to be sniping away at Marines, and there are not many because he went for this very fast, aggressive factory. There really aren't that many barracks. This is really, really strong for Lucien. He needs to move his proxy pylon up as soon as possible and put on the pressure because he's gone for a one base all in a pretty real sense.
That Zealot dip, there you go, to start hacking away. Be a meat shield.
Mm-hmm.
As long as those SCVs are preoccupied. Oh man, this is a nightmare. 11 workers killed so far.
Losing that 5th Stalker means that he won't be one-shotting the SCVs, and that's... I mean, he needs to move his pylon up. He needs to keep warping in. He's only opened 2 of his 3 gateways, so this all-in is not performing at full efficiency. And even though the Stalkers are winning out, just because they've hit this great timing, Lucian's floating a bunch of money. If you had these gates open, this would be even more one-sided, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Once again, Protoss player from Infinity Gaming.
Lucien.
And his opponent in the horizontal spawn in teal from Europe and of an unknown team.
Noobpride.
Honestly, I think we nailed it that time. I think we nailed it.
I think we nailed it.
I mean, obviously we don't know, but I think we got it.
Let's see
It's new for both of us. So,
Yes.
right,
So
now,
so
he
far,
changed colors, didn't he?
he did. I believe he was.
I'm telling you, when you lose a game, you change your color.
So you know, you've decided that those trousers just aren't working for you, and you're going to try some different ones on.
Exactly.
All part of the plan.
You think we see fast Nexus, fast CC on this map? I would, but I don't know.
Yeah, these players both seem to be... Well, in the first game, we didn't really get a chance to see what Lucien was going to do because he didn't get to expand. He was immediately in full kind of defensive aggression mode, if that makes sense. But but in this game, on Frost, where you're less likely to scout your opponent straight away, where you don't know exactly where they are and where there are no gold bases to lift to, I think noobpride could really go for anything, and my gut says that Lucian's leaning towards a one-gate expand as well.
Okay. I don't think we've seen either player actually expand yet in this series.
No.
And has either game gone over 10 minutes?
No?
No. That second one was close, but yeah, he's staying pretty standard here. Lucian's doing the usual Protoss opener here. And noobpride did scout the wrong way first, so it is going to take him a little bit to find Lucien. I'm actually using both of you now, so I'm saying Lucien and Lucien. I can't get it out of my head. I'm used to saying Lucien.
A player yesterday, Rengen. I kept saying it as Rengen, even though I knew it was Rengen right from the start. So, and people will often say my name wrong too.
Well, it's Leth, right?
It is Leth, but some people will say like Lethy, which I've heard a few times, and Lethe, which is my least favorite.
Now, I want to point out, you know how you when you play in a tournament like this, you can get the jitters, even if you're a good player. You know, you're playing in a tournament, there's currently 68 people watching you, not counting everybody that's going to be watching the rebroadcast later and everything else. But I asked Lucien before we got started today, I said, are you nervous? And he said, no, not at all. He said, I played in dozens of tournaments, and being in front of the crowd is not something that affects me. And that's not something that a lot of people have said, because I've been asking everybody every time I've been casting. So it's interesting to see somebody that's actually got some tournament experience and some tournament confidence and see if those jitters really aren't a factor for him.
Yeah, his builds are quite interesting, I have to say. He took second gas before putting down his Nexus, which is... and he indeed got the Stalker before the Nexus, which is so safe. Like, that is maybe even too safe, but then he's got a late Mothership core, so it's not that safe. He's kind of taking risks with his greed. but
Yeah.
at the same time playing really safe in other areas. So it's a little bit hit and miss in that regard compared to noobpride, who's gone for a really straightforward build.
Banshee.
We all know and love this one, and I say that with just a little sarcasm in my voice as a Protoss player.
Well, you know what's funny is I like the fact noobpride, even though he lost that second game, I felt confidence from him when he built that factory so close and was willing to take that risk. And I like that this is the third game and a third different build. When I cast day one, Group A for a challenger, I literally saw some players do the exact same build every game they played the entire night. And ultimately ended up costing that player the game. I'm not going to name names. But literally no change. So his opponent, who he ended up having to play twice, wisened up and said, okay, this guy has done the exact same thing every single game. So he just built a hard counter. And noobpride is not allowing that by changing it up every time.
Those two are... Oh, is this Oracle going to make it? No, it couldn't. There were 6 Marines in that mineral line. It actually flew past the Banshee on its way in. And that Banshee is very much... Wait, where's it gone?
It's awkward right now.
Was it gone?
The Banshee?
Yeah. Oh, there's only one of them. It flew back. Weird. So yeah, noobpride's Banshee is now only just going to make its way across and getting to the base of Lucien in time to be met by an Oracle with detection. That cloak is not going to be worthwhile. Yeah, only one Stalker, though.
Yeah, he knew it was coming, so I'm a little surprised here. What is going on? Yeah, Revelation, that's what it is, right? Revelation, Envision.
I never know. I just call them, whichever one is used.
Envision.
Invigilation. It's both.
Invigilation. I like it.
Easy. Yeah, this Banshee's actually already doing some great work. 5 worker kills achieved already. Going to get a couple more. And there's only one Stalker to receive it, which is only just now getting a couple of shots off.
He could actually take the Stalker straight up.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Fortunately for Lucien, apparently noobpride didn't figure that.
Second
also because he's got another Banshee in the base.
A third one in production too. This is really weird. This is like one port Banshee, just incredibly heavy pressure. But it could actually work. There's no cannons coming down to help defend. There's no robo for obs. And Oracles operate on a limited battery.
Yep. Well, more Stalkers coming in here. That 1-1's at about 75%. That's going to be helpful. How many workers has he lost? 10? I mean, 10's not a game ender. So that's good news for him.
I'm not sure. I think that considering we've got the mules of noobpride, the only reason it's not a game ender is because this command center is so late.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the worker count, 32 to 31. So even losing those 10 workers, he's still even.
Yeah. Again, with mules, I can't see... I mean, the game is far from over. That's the thing. The game is definitely not over because anything can happen. This is Premier League. It's not like... It's not Flash versus Hero. We could see anything happen at this point, and there could be some pretty crazy strats coming out of either player that could totally swing the game in either direction.
Now, third Banshee came in. It got 1 kill, but that one actually got destroyed.
There we go. He's beginning to trade off.
Yep, so that worked out a little bit better in Lucien's favor.
Yeah.
Now, he is putting 2 cannons behind his natural line. Still none on his main. But that Twilight Council's going down. What do you think that's going to indicate?
I think that with seeing that Twilight Council, we're either going to see it's really hard to tell at this point. What I think it's for in this game is for 2-2 upgrades. What do you think it should be for is... oh, that's not good, yeah.
He took away all his detection.
Yeah.
And his Stalkers.
There's cannons in the natural, but not the main. This Banshee's just wreaking havoc, and they really shouldn't be. You just build a cannon. He's got the money, but there's cannons in the natural, not the main. Whole armies come back for Lucien, delaying this attack, giving noobpride the time to bunker up. He's got a tank now, and he's got. I'm just going to throw out there that he does have 3 starports.
Oh my goodness, this is just crazy. Yeah, I'm looking back. You're right. 3 starports. I want to see what add-ons he puts on the second 2.
It has to be battle cruisers, right? What else? I mean, Raven battle cruiser?
2 base battle cruiser? I mean, I certainly see it as a pod. No, he's putting a reactor on the second one.
It's mass Vikings. I wish that it was. I was just being really hopeful there. I think.
That would have been a thing. But yeah, I don't understand why he doesn't have a cannon. I know he's relying on these envisions to give him the vision there he needs for the detection, but one cannon he'll do the same thing, and that'll thwart off a Banshee on its own.
The
Now, he
damage
does have a
dealt.
forward pylon.
Oh, true, he does. Very nice. Get that down. I don't know what he's going to be able to do with it, though. I'd like to see a warp prism come out, but there isn't even a rowboat yet, so that's going to prove quite difficult. And
Oh no,
Lucian's-
this is going to be a waste of 600 minerals. I think
Yeah.
those zealots are going to move in, and they can't even do
oh
anything.
no, wouldn't mind.
Oh, well, unless you salvage.
1 down, 2 down. Can't fight turrets with only 2. And there's Marines there, going to take, not quite getting the 3rd. That was the highest energy one as well, but 2 Oracles taken out for absolutely nothing.
Man, he's going for zealot legs. I really thought he was going to go for blink, because he could blink on top of that one siege tank. I mean, he's going to lose something immediately to the Widow Mine. It's just kind of the way life is, but he is about, yeah, this is a push. This is going to be this is a do or die push here. Now, I don't think, oh, and he's
Super
moving
weird.
out of,
Has he seen it? He's seen it now. He knows it's there. Noobpride can see that army on the low ground. Whilst
yeah, he can.
You can see the Banshee. He knows it's there. They both should know that each other is there, but the reactions
Hello.
are just faster for Lucien. He could catch a lot of this army. Yeah,
That Widow
one
Mine did some
Widowmine.
good splash damage to noobpride's own units.
Yeah. I don't even know which way this is going right now.
I think
This
this
is
is going the way
so
we should.
crazy. Yeah, I think you
It's
could
a
actually
plus
be
20 an
right.
army. SCV's getting in the mix here. There go the Ravens. Nothing to spot the Banshee. But
This-
everything else is getting cleaned up. 30 workers killed. Oh my.
What?
Oh my.
Okay, well, I was talking earlier, I was saying the game's far from over. Anything crazy could happen that could swing it one way or the other. This is that crazy thing. Even if Lucien backs off, he's back in the game by a huge margin. This is now, it could even be his game to win right now. It's that scary look in this weird anti-timing coming out of the Protoss player. But it could be enough. It could be what he needs.
Yes, it could be. This is just... Oh, there goes that Oracle. Those two medevacs are so weak. I wish he'd snipe them
Yeah.
in this situation here. But he's given up his natural for now. Here comes more zealots in to have some fun. Oh, he broke that supply depot. We can't exactly see it. If you angle your camera, you can. But he's broken in.
Oh, yeah. A
Those
lot of
zealot
Widowmines desperately trying to hold it, but I mean, noobpride doesn't really have a lot left. He's clinging on. He doesn't want to go to the losers bracket. It's so much easier, especially since he's an EU player. So to go through in the first round means it's not going to be like 7 in the morning when it finishes. And but unfortunately, it's not
there's
gonna
a
be fair.
GG.